Welcome to Reloading from the Hot Pot. Here, I like to do good gun, gear, and accessory reviews, plus share a little bit about my life. If you're not subscribed, please consider giving a subscribe below, turn the bell notification on, always give a like, and please share. Welcome back, my pupils. This is Gene coming to you with Reloading from the Hot Pot. Hey, today I got in something new I want to share with you. We got in a new black box. Yes, it's Black Box Day. This is the M&P M2.0 Smith & Wesson. The first thing I want to say about this box is big enough for a day trip. Man, you could de-gut this thing and take that on a day trip with you and have all of your stuff safe. But let's get this box open and take a look and see what's inside of it. Well, first off, it is a nice box. It's got a nice place for a lock here if you need to travel with it or lock it up for any reason. It's got a nice heavy duty clasp, man. Everything on this is just oversized. I mean, even the locks here, look at that. That is huge. That thing's like 2.5 inches, 3 inches wide there. But let's open this up and see what we got inside. This is the new to market released Smith & Wesson M&P Competitor all metal framed firearm. Inside the box you do get 4 17 round magazines. You get 4 different backstrap palm swells on it. There's 3 over here and 1 on the firearm itself. Upside the box we get some tags. We get some instruction manuals, some other paperwork, mandatory lock, another backstrap magwell tool. And over here, it's kind of stuck in here. That was a good idea to do that. We have the optics plates. So we're going to go through each thing and show it to you. First, we have the manual on it, safety and instruction manual. For the M&P 9 M2.0 metal frame and Performance Center competitor pistols. This is a Performance Center pistol. Let's see how it looks. Everything important is in red in it. It's a pretty decent manual. Explains everything to you. How to install things, how to take apart things. Very instructional. It actually has actual black and gray photographs of everything, not just illustration drawings. Some of it is going to be photoshopped naturally, but that's the way it is. Everything in here about it, everything you need to know. So, you know, some companies only give you like a little brief piece of paper. This one actually explains everything, including the mounting plates for the red dot system. So there is actually 7 different plates on here for mounting different optics, which is fantastic. They thought of everyone. They really did. Yeah, the Trigicon, Leupold, Crimson Trace, Seymour, Insight, Nikon Spur. And there's the Leupold Delta Point Pro with different screw types. And it actually provides all the different screw types to mount any red dot that you would want to put onto this. You can see in the packaging here of all the different mounting plates and the associated screws that come with it. I'm not going to open it up because, well, I don't just want to make a mess on camera. First, let's look at the magazines. They are 17 round Smith & Wesson magazines. Smith & Wesson do make good quality magazines. The base pad on it does not add any extra rounds to it, as it is hollow on this side, but it is designed for easy insertion if you are running the magwell on the competitor. It does come with 4 of these. As well as I mentioned before, it does come with 4 different palm swell back straps. This one is a medium large, and it does feature the really nice Smith & Wesson texture. I really like the texture on these new Smith & Wessons. It's very aggressive, but it helps you hold in your hand under recoil, which is a definite plus. Let's get this oversized luggage case out of the way and take a look at what we're here for. First, we're going to show that the firearm is clear, brand new out of the box, no magazine, nothing in the chamber, good to go. Okay, wow. You know, my first impression of this when I seen it was, that's a nice looking firearm. I mean, just the aesthetics of it is just absolutely fabulous. From the way that they've cut the slide here, to the undercut on the trigger guard, to the trigger, to the back strap, to just the color combination of this. I really, really, really like this. Just a beautiful looking firearm as it sat in the case. So I asked to see it, I looked at it, and I did my paperwork, and I brought it home, and I want to share it with my pupils out there. So let's take a look at this from front to back and top to bottom. First thing I want to take a look at is that front slide cut. That is just, wow. That is just tactical looking. And it does also aid in lightening the slide itself. So for reciprocation, for faster reciprocation under a competitive circumstance, you're going to need some lightening of the slide. So it has this nice cut here, nice ports in the side, as well as the top of the slide. The serrations on the slide are a bit different from your standard M&P that normally have the fish scale scallops. Now, these are actually angled forward, so when you grab them and push back, it bites. That way you can manipulate the slide very easily. It does have front and rear slide serrations. Very nice. We have the optics cut on the slide there, still have the plastic cover covering it. The sights, that front is a fiber optic with a tritium insert, so it does glow at night as well as during the day under sunlight. The back is just a black serrated sight, which is optimum for combat sights. And I'm really glad to see a lot of the manufacturers are doing this now and just putting this in the box. Fiber optic front, blacked out rear, that's what we really want when we're shooting iron sights these days. You know, times do change. Going around this, very nice, very nice. Next is the slide stop, slide release. Very, very nice and easy to use. It is extended, as you can see on both sides of that there. I'm glad to see they did this. You know, it's ambidextrous now and they stick out more, but this is what you get when you buy a Performance Center pistol. You do get the little added touches like this. It does feature an extended mag release, but it also does come in the box with a stock size mag release. So if you would not like this for any reason, it would bother you, you would bump it, or you just don't like it sticking out that far, you can change it to the stock one. And it does feature a 1911 style changeover. So that's very, very simple. Really nice to see that they include that in there. It's got really nice texture on it. It's in a very good position. So I would not have to change my position, my hand position to manipulate the mag release. So under a competitive circumstance, that aids in faster mag transfers. As far as the grip panels go, they're very nice. I really like this large palm swell here. It really fits into my hand. I've got a nice deep pocket in my hand, and that fits very nicely. I did hear some complaints about the front polymer piece rattling around, and mine is rattling around. That is quite loose. I would not expect that out of Smith & Wesson, but at the same time, it is an insert. So I'm probably going to glue that down into there just to be sure that doesn't rattle around, or I lose it under stress levels. The magwell came installed on this Smith & Wesson competitor, and due to YouTube's policies, I cannot show you how to take it off. Not show you, but I can tell you. So this is the release tool here, which is a pin. It looks like this on the inside. This one is if you're not going to run the magwell, you want to use this pin. This pin rotates out 90 degrees. You pull it out, you slide this off from the front, then you take this pin and put it in to not run the magwell. I could not see any reason not to run that magwell. That thing is beautiful. It's smooth, it's an easy feed all the way around. Wow, that's really going to be nice in some competitive shooting. I really like that. It's also aesthetically pleasing. They did a really good job of designing that magwell in there. Really good job. The finish on this is phenomenal. It looks great. I really like that tungsten gray color. I just do that. Between that and the black, it's just very, very attractive. I just really like the way this looks. This almost looks like one of those pit vipers from Terran Tactical, doesn't it? When I first seen that, that's what it really reminded me of. Oh, we also have a 1913 Picatinny rail with 3 slots on the bottom of it as standard to mounting your lights, lasers, bags of chips, chainsaws, whatever you'd like to put on there, you are welcome to. The grip and the feel of a Smith & Wesson is almost like holding a 1911 because it just has that 1911 style angle grip to it. It's very, very comfortable, very easy, very ergonomic. Smith & Wesson is not always people's first choice. When asking some surveys that I looked around at after I purchased this, it was Smith & Wesson is usually a 3rd to 5th choice in a firearm purchase. And I really don't understand why. They are a good American company. They make great products. They have good finishes, good life of them, good grip panels. Their triggers did suffer for a long time. Hey, we haven't talked about that trigger yet. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get my little trigger gauge, and then we're going to talk about that trigger a little bit more. How about that? Before purchasing this, I did do my homework on this, and I watched a lot of reviews on it. I watched everybody from Honest Outlaw to Joe Blow. I didn't know whose channel it was. I just looked up reviews on this to see other people's comments. And a lot of people commented about the trigger. They said this was a huge improvement over just the previous M&Ps that started featuring the hinge trigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. We're showing clear again. We're still on the camera. It's got the dingus there. Push the dingus back. Comes in very nicely. It's a little stiff, but it's got that long take up there to get to the wall. And there is a little grit in there. Now, all the videos I've seen on this stated that that grit comes out after about between 50 and 100 rounds. It really smooths up. So we come back to a defined wall. Got a crisp break and a decent reset. Now, the reset is not very tactile as far as you hearing it, but feeling it, it pushes your finger out there. You see that? I'm not trying to do that. It's doing it for me. But let's take a trigger pull of this with my trusty Wheeler trigger pull gauge, and we're going to see what this runs at. Get it right in the middle of the trigger there. And we have a 5-pound trigger pull. Let's do that again, just to see if we get any difference in it. Well, just over a 5-pound trigger pull. So about 5-pound trigger pull. Like I said, the other reviewers I've seen that have shot this and already done 1,000-round reviews of it are saying that the trigger really smooths out and lightens up. So we're just going to put some rounds down range and get that going. If it doesn't, well, there are a lot of aftermarket parts for M&P. You can upgrade everything in these, from the guide rod in it, to the trigger, to the spring kit, everything. But let's take this down and show you the internals on it. Now, to my findings, Smith & Wesson did redesign the trigger bar and sear system inside this new M&P 2.0 metal, or for the entire metal series. Hopefully they'll do this for everything, but they've simplified the process here. Inside of it, very clean, very good machining, no marks. Got a little factory oil on there. We haven't done any cleaning to it yet, but we will clean it and take it to the range and do the first shots of it. Nice ambidextrous slide catch release here. Very well done. Let's take a look at the slide. The inside, the slide quality is standard Smith & Wesson fare. They always do a good job on their equipment. Safety plunger here. We do offer, or they do offer, a steel flat wound captured guide rod and spring. Barrel comes out as normal, and there we have our barrel. Nice looking feed ramps on it. Just a little bit of crowning on the barrel. Just a little bit of inset crowning there. Not too much. Just good quality. Just good Smith & Wesson quality. That's what this is. You know, Smith & Wesson's been around a long time. They make a lot of good firearms. Unfortunately, like I said, you know, through doing my homework and research, I found out that they were 3rd to 5th in people's choices of firearms. And being a good American company that offers a good product, I don't see why I don't own more of these. We have 2 Smith & Wessons in the household now, this one and a carry pistol. The carry pistol is carried on a daily, and this one will be used in some USPSA limited optics divisions because we're going to go ahead and run the magwell on it. So Ms. Hotshot will be the one running this. But I wanted to bring this to you today, show this to you, and say, hey, got something new, and boy did I get a big black box with it. Wow. But we're going to do some more reviews with this. We got a couple other items to put onto this and do testing on it before we actually take it out and use it in any competitive mode. I will be keeping a round count of this, and on 1,000 rounds we will do another review, come back, revisit it, and see if we have had any failures or anything funny happen with this. I don't expect anything to, being a Smith & Wesson M&P, but you never know. So we will do the 1,000 round review on it. But we're going to do some more reviews with this. We got a couple other items to put onto this and do testing on it before we actually take it out and use it in any competitive mode. All right, that's all I got for you today. Hope you liked the video. I appreciate everyone who watches. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. It's free to subscribe. All you gotta do is hit the button. Leave a comment on a video and you'll keep the subscription just in case. Hit the bell if you'd like to, if you like videos like this, so you see some more things that I feature on my channel. All right, my pupils, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate you, and always remember to keep blowing that smoke.